My name is Maria Trincetta Anita Mincica Reiter.
Right.
That's why everybody calls me Mary. 34 years ago, I stood on a stage similar to this at the Mayflower Hotel. It was a ballroom. It was the most beautiful room in the world to me. I was 17 years old, and I was your first recipient of the Columbus Day Scholarship Award. I had flowers, and I got my free dinner, and I got a trophy, and I got money. I thought I was gorgeous. I weighed 108 pounds, and anybody who weighs 108 pounds is gorgeous. And these are, I was in several competitions to lead up to this point of winning that scholarship. And these are two songs from some of the competitions. Torna Sorrento and Mama. especially for my mother, sitting at the second table. You know, as I was growing up, the greatest time in my life was picnics. We were going on a picnic. I mean, that was so exciting to me, I can't tell you. I had this godfather that lives on Main Street, and I never knew he had a last name or anything. I just knew him as Kumpada Jim Lualanao. Now that was Kumpada Jim the Chicken Man. See, he had this chicken place, and he had this white truck. And for days before our picnics, he'd come up and down the street throwing chickens at his kumadas to cook for this picnic. I didn't know you could have hot dogs, hamburgers on a picnic. I thought you cooked for days to go on this picnic. And the day of the picnic, it never rained. I can't remember it rained. My nanu would never let it rain on the picnic day. And you know, I'd wake up early in the morning, and my mom would be cooking this chicken in the basement. That's where we had the stove in the basement. And this smell would come upstairs into my room, you know, and I could smell this chicken and peas cooking. And God help me if I touch the roaster lid, you know. Pretty soon these cars would come up, and we'd all take off. Caravan for Brady Lick. And you know what we find when we got there? My Uncle Luminato laying on top of the picnic tables, and Untanina pulled up over him. He was guarding our tables so nobody else could get him. And then they put the coffee on and it would perk, and we'd have breakfast and we'd have lunch and we'd have supper, and there were rides and fireworks that seemed to go on forever. But what I remember the most about my young life is the music, the closeness that we shared. I mean, there may have been 50 of us, but my nanu had the guitar, and my uncles had guitars, and my cousins had accordions, and my dad had a mandolin. And I would like to share some of these picnic songs with you. And sometimes when Cynthia plays them for me, I can almost hear my dad on that mandolin. They're O Marie, Ichino Mai, and Akitajo